So in Chicago, we worked with this like ex-NFL player who's now like a motivational speaker, and he has an incredible story. Apparently he's like a huge deal. I only just met him because we were filming for our client named Tom. He's kind of like a big deal on Instagram, and he just followed me. So, so that's cool.
Good morning. It basically just like allows me to, like, you know, obviously make it like a tripod.
Ow. Whoa. So do you find yourself like motivated by the location of where you are? I've been having interesting conversations with Scott, also with Michaela, and they both were like, I would move. Whoa. One of the nuts in here got lodged in here. Still good though. Anyway, both of them have said multiple times this week, if I could, I would move to this place in a heartbeat. In other words, like they would leave where, like here, right here, where they live currently and work currently, and just move to a new location. And it's not a bad thing necessarily, but like I just was cracking up because in my head, like I couldn't have been getting more anxiety of the thought of having to move to an entire new location. Like, you know what that means? That means that you have to have like, you have to start over with like new friends, new relationships, new neighbors, a new home that you have to like put together and set up, a new job most likely, maybe new business essentially, because you have to have new clients with if you're location based. If you have kids, they have to find a new school that's like reputable. You have new doctor's offices, you gotta find your new favorite restaurant. I mean, there's just so much stuff that like, it cracks me up. I feel like when people are like, oh yeah, if I could move, I'd move here tomorrow, as if that's gonna like fix your problems. Again, neither side is bad. I find it interesting where people find their motivation from. And like Scott and Michaela have been, you know, last week we were in Chicago, and then after that Scott went to San Diego and I came back home because I had to film a wedding here. And Scott the whole time was like, man, I'd move here in a heartbeat. And then like Michaela said that multiple times about multiple different cities in the United States. And I'm like, move in a heartbeat. Like there's so much involved in that. Like, oh my gosh, I'm having anxiety thinking about it right now. Anyway, I just found that to be very interesting that like there's some people that are super motivated and excited about like change, I guess, but I value the relationships that I have and the roots that have been planted here, that it's like it'd be very difficult for me to just like up and move in a heartbeat, you know, like that. I just found that to be interesting, that like there's two totally different perspectives about the same action.
These are good, the audio levels are good? Dude, this is crazy.
Don't yell in it.
I won't yell at it. So anyway, Chicago was amazing. It was really, really fun to be a part of the filming, because I got to meet so many cool like educators, and not only educators, but obviously the ex-NFL player, Inky Johnson, which it's kind of interesting that he follows me on Instagram. Didn't expect that, but cool either way. So I'm excited about that. I'm definitely gonna show you as much as I can from that event, mainly because, again, we got to use the C200s. Now, speaking of which, we're actually here at Saucon Valley, Pennsylvania right now. This place is called the Promenade Shop. So basically what this is like an outdoor outlet, bunch of stores, bunch of restaurants. And what we're doing here tonight, I'm actually not here by myself, because if you notice, I'm not actually holding the camera. You wanna say hi to the people, Ben, real quick? Here, flip the camera around there. Yeah. So we're gonna go film in here. I guess there's some type of a concert event going on. We're gonna be using C200s here, and I figured because of Ben being so gracious and so kind to follow me along this evening, we're gonna show you a little BTS of all this going on. Now, also, in case you're wondering, I'm using this little Pico Gear wireless system that Scott's letting me borrow. So thank you, Scott, I appreciate you. And this little wireless mic is connected to the top of the camera. Crazy. Anyway, we're gonna bring you guys in here. I'm gonna show you as much as I can for as long as I can, because I rarely have somebody shooting BTS of me. So we've got a C200, we've got our Pelly case right here, and we're headed into the event right now. So let's get it going. This is kind of funny actually, because I feel like we're doing like a BTS of like a wedding. Even though this is totally a like corporate shoot, which is actually kind of cool, different perspective. So I'm actually very excited about it because I rarely have somebody following me around with a camera. So that's actually pretty cool that I have that ability this evening. So I'm hoping that you can hear me. I think you can, I don't know. So I'm gonna say this ahead of time. I'm a heavy breather. So if I'm like working and you hear me like huffing and puffing, don't be alarmed. I just breathe heavy, especially when I'm working. I also might sweat, but that comes with the territory. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear me with all the music going on right now, but either way, tonight, simple setup. I have the C200 with me. I've got an 85mm as well. I don't have a gimbal, so we might use this. I also have the 24mm as well. Got a couple batteries. And this is all my vlog GH5 stuff in there as well. Just so you all know, what we kind of do here is we create content for them as a whole. So there's a ton of different events and different things that they have going on. And tonight happens to be like a concert. So it's nothing crazy, but it's something that we're gonna be here filming. And I'm excited that we get to use the big old C200. So let's get it going.